Well, good morning there too, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Manning coming to you live from Scott Manning YouTube Sports Talk. Thanks for being with me here this morning. I've got to take some time to talk about this. Last night in college basketball, we had two huge upsets that shocked the college basketball world. Excuse me. First of all, Illinois. The under 500 Illinois Illini upset number 9 Michigan State last night, 79-74. Michigan State dominated this game, but it was Illinois' defense that stepped up in the end and got the job done. Illinois, they shot 26 of 58 from the field for 44.8%. Michigan State, 22 of 43, 51.2%. Where was this game decided? Michigan State had 24 turnovers in the loss. But as far as points go, Cassius Winston, 21 points, 9 assists. Xavier Tillman, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Kyle Ahearns, 11.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Nick Ward, 11 points. That was it for him. And now for Illinois. Rosamalu, or I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but I'll just take a crack at it. 24 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 big steals in that game. Giorgio Brajaravili. I apologize if I mispronounce these last names. I do apologize for that. 16 points, 5 rebounds. Trent Frazier, 15 points, 8 assists, 3 assists, 3 steals in that game. Andres Vilas, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 big steals in that game. Now, Michigan State shot 26 of 58 from the floor for 44.8%. Michigan State shot 22 of 43 for 51.2%. Illinois was slightly better from three-point land, not by much. 9 of 24 for 37.5% to 7 of 19 for Michigan State for 36.8%. Michigan State was a beast at the free throw line, shooting 92%, going 23 of 25. Illinois 18 of 22 for 81.8%. Michigan State out-rebounded Illinois. They out-assisted them. But the 24 turnovers hurt Michigan State in a big, big way. Illinois coach Brad Underwood said after the game, I had tears in my eyes because I was just so happy for the way our kids stepped up. And they did. The Illini defense stepped up. 12 steals in that game. Very impressive. I don't care who you are. I got to be careful. You have to kind of excuse me. I do have a cold, so you have to kind of bear with me if my voice is not all there. But anyway, Illinois had 12 steals in that game. They got the job done. Michigan State, 24 turnovers in that ball game. Michigan State coach Tom Izzo said, "We're starting to hurt now because we have no Joshua Langford. That's what killed us." And it's hurt them in the last 3 games. Michigan State's lost 3 in a row. They were lucky to be hanging in the top 10. They're going to be out of the top 10 come next Monday after this performance. They're going to be lucky to be top 15 after what I saw against Illinois. And think about what happened against Indiana, for crying out loud. What can you say? Michigan State goes down. They go to Champaign. They go on the road and get their asses totally kicked by Illinois. Excuse my language, but I think that's what Tom Izzo said after the way we played. Bottom line. Now, let's move on real quick. The other game I want to talk about, the biggie. Kansas State upsets number 13 Kansas, 74-67. What a night. Kansas State, 25 of 58 from the field. That's 43.1%. Kansas shot pretty decent from the field, 24 of 52, 46.2%. The 3-ball and something else killed Kansas right there. Kansas State went 10 of 24 from three-point land for 41.7%. Kansas, 7 of 20 from three-point land for 35%. That was it. Now, Kansas shot 75% at the free throw line, but they only had 16 total free throws all night. Kansas State went 14 of 24 for 58.3%. Now, Kansas did out-rebound Kansas State 36-30. Kansas State did out-assist Kansas 17-11. But the Jayhawks did it again. 23 turnovers against Kansas State. Case in point, they played bad. Dedrick Lawson, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. That was it. Devon Dotson, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Excuse me. Now for Kansas State, Barry Brown, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Xavier Sneed, 14.7 rebounds. Dean Wade, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and almost double-double for him. Carter Diarra, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals in that game. That was huge. And Kansas State was the game of the night. Both games that I talked about had 2 big court stormings and very well deserved. Well, let's talk about Kansas State for a second. Coach Bruce Weber said after the game, "I was so happy with the way our team played. Barry Brown Jr. and Xavier Sneed, those guys stepped up." And he also snapped an 8-game skid against the Kansas Jayhawks. Bill Self pretty much said after the game. Now, once again, Kansas was without Marcus Garrett because of a sprained knee. But head coach Bill Self said after the game, "We just got our asses totally kicked. It was a horse shit performance." Excuse my language, and I apologize for it. We got our asses totally kicked. And I thought for a minute Bill Self was going to do his best Jim Mora impression. And I really did. And there's more trouble for Kansas coming up. They got 4 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Big 12, you can say it now. It's going to be the year of the pack. Here's why. Kansas is without Marcus Garrett, no Doc Azubuike. Silvio De Sousa has been suspended for the rest of this season and all of next season because his guardian took impermissive benefits from a booster who happened to be a former Adidas employee, which is an NCAA violation. And they're pretty much in a nightmare right now. Here's a couple more cases in point. Kansas this season, they're undefeated at home and they're playing great at home, 13-0. Here's a couple more things. Well, then now, the Jayhawks are now 1-6 on the road, and they are 2-4 in their last 6 games. And last night, the Jayhawks had 23 turnovers. Wow. And now the Kansas Jayhawks find themselves sitting a game and a half back in the Big 12 race. They got one more road game against Texas Tech. If they lose that one, it's going to be the year of the pack. I'm just going to say it now. With what I saw out of the Kansas Jayhawks last night, yes, they did have a 33-30 lead at the half. Yes, they did try to make a game of it. But Bill Self pretty much said it. They got their asses totally kicked. And excuse my language, but it's the truth. He said, "We didn't have Marcus Garrett. That's no excuse." I mean, think about it. In the losses, you got Devon Dotson, Dedrick Lawson, LaGerald Vick. In all the losses they've had this season, they've been averaging almost 17 points per game, and that's it. It's been a nightmare. But when you got Barry Brown Jr. doing his thing, Xavier Sneed, Dean Wade, and Carter Diarra, they're all doing their thing. They're doing what they need to do to get the job done. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it one more time. It's going to be the year of the pack in the Big 12. Kansas, all those years in a row that Kansas has won the Big 12 crown, those years are over. And here's why. 1-6 on the road, 2-4 in their last 6 games. If I was Bill Self, he needs to take a course in Bobby Knight Cussatology 101. He should have went right into that locker room, dropped a bunch of F-bombs, a bunch of SH bombs to motivate these kids. Because right now, there's no motivation. At home, they're great. They play great at home. But when they're on the road, it's like, we're looking at a whole new team here. And it was proven last night. 2 big upsets. It's time to hand out some. But you know what? Before I go, I am going to hand out some awards. I'm going to be handing out the Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Awards. And I'm going to hand them out just real quick here. And I'm not even going to do a game of the day pick because there's only really 2 big games we're talking about. All right. For the Illinois-Michigan State contest, Ariel Ruzamomu, I'm just guessing his last name, I apologize, but anyway, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Congratulations to you, sir. You are a first-time recipient of a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. And now, for Giorgio Rajamas, 16 points, 5 rebounds. Congratulations to you, sir. You're a first-time recipient of a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Trent Frazier, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Congratulations to you, sir. You, sir, just got yourself a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Andres Feliz, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Congratulations to you, sir. You are now a first-time recipient of a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Now, for the Kansas State-Kansas contest, Barry Brown Jr., he was a beast all night. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Congratulations to you, sir. You are now a recipient for a second time this season of a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Xavier Sneed, 14 points, 7 rebounds. Congratulations to you, sir. You just got yourself a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Dean Wade, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Congratulations to you, sir. You just got yourself a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Carter Diarra, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Congratulations to you, sir. You just got yourself a Scott Manning Basketball Hardwood Award. Last night, both of these games were classics. 2 court stormings and more fireworks than you would believe. And both these games have more fireworks than the 4th of July. But what can you say? Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the year of the pack in the Big 12. Kansas is not going to win the Big 12, and it's very simple. 1-6 on the road, 2-4 in their last 6 games. There's a lot of red flags right there. And Michigan State, they fall a half game behind Michigan and Purdue. Michigan beat Rutgers last night. Purdue beat Minnesota on Sunday. I know Purdue's got a game tonight. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Excuse me. But the bottom line is, it's getting close to conference tournament mania, people. The conference tournaments are just a few weeks away. And it's going to be Selection Sunday for the NCAA tournament before you know it. So there's a lot of basketball yet to be played. And the bottom line is, if these 2 games were last night were any indication of what's going to happen, it's going to be a very long rest of the season for a few teams. Kansas is one of them. Illinois, they may be down and out. But you better believe the Illini are going to do anything in their power to make any noise. And that's all I have to say about that, because my voice is about gone. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for taking this time with me there this morning. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Scott Manning. All you have to do is scroll down, type my name, scroll down, look for this pretty face, click subscribe, and you'll see all the sports videos I have done so far. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll be back Friday night at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for the Scott Manning YouTube College Basketball Show. We're going to have all sorts of fun there. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for being with me, and God bless. Goodbye, everybody.